Now we're going to talk about the top pocket on this bag, which is the top quick access pocket on the top. Hey, I'm Alec, and I am the founder of Trakke. Today, you're going to get your very first look at the brand new Muir III Backpack. This is our latest collaboration with Carryology, and we took the Muir I as our starting point. We figured out what worked, what didn't, and we've kept all the best bits and repackaged it into this beautiful, minimal, use-it backpack. So let's take a look. Let's start by talking about fabric. On the Muir III, we're going to use Dimension Polyant's X-Pack. Now, X-Pack's been around for a while. It's a laminate. It has an X-ply between two layers of fabric that give it amazing strength, rigidity, and it retains its structure. So it's going to look just as good when it's empty, like right now, as when it's packed to the brim. The standard model of the Muir III is made from X11. Now, this fabric is like a perfect combination of Trakke's heritage and Dimension Polyant's technological innovation. On the outside, you've got a 10-ounce cotton duck. Then you've got the X-ply, and then you've got a polyester laminate inside. And that just gives it an amazing classic look with all of the benefits of X-Pack. It's waterproof, it's strong, it's really rigid. So this is an amazing fabric to have spec'd on the Muir III. On the inside, we're using a similar fabric called RVX25, which is bright orange to bring a little bit of sunshine into the inside of your pack so you can see all the way to the bottom and find whatever you need whenever you need it. Like all of the best Carryology collabs, this bag has got its own custom patch. In the background, there's a contour map, and that map is actually of the place in Yosemite National Park where John Muir built his first cabin, the Hang Nest. Obviously, it's got Muir III on there, and like all of our bags now, it's Velcro removable, but we've made it 2" by 3", so there's a little bit more surface area there for all of your favorite patches. Let's have a look at the back of the bag and the harness system. First up, you can see at the very top, you've got a really easy to grab handle. Now on this bag, you can see it's actually attached onto the top of the strap, so it almost forms a kind of yoke at the top of the straps. That makes it really, really easy to grab. It stands a little bit proud from the back of the bag, which means you can go down, you can grab it, and the bag is going to hang much more vertically and feel like it's got a really good center of gravity. When you look at the rest of the straps, these are packed full of Evazote foam, which has a really great spring to it, so it doesn't lose its shape over time. And on the back, you've got some 3D mesh to create a little bit of ventilation on your shoulders. And then you'll notice that we've made some adjustments to our standard strap design. This bag has got a new and improved sternum strap system that allows you to slide the sternum strap up and down, giving you a bit of movement on the body. And we've affixed a beautiful Cobra buckle there to make sure that everything stays nice and secure. The tail on the sternum strap has been caught, so it doesn't flap, it doesn't move, it's attached right onto the bit of webbing to keep it nice and secure. And then you'll see that we're using Cobra frame ladder locks. Now, Cobra frames are our favorite ladder locks at the moment. They're made in Austria, CNC machined, and they're weight tested to 9 kilonewtons, which is a lot. I don't know quite how strong that is, but it's probably more likely that your back is going to break before these buckles are going to break. As always, on the tails of the straps, you've got a metal powder-coated D-ring that are made here in the UK, and we've got strap keepers so that you can keep these flappy bits of strap nice and tucked out of the way. These move freely, so you can just move them up and down to tidy your strap as you would like them. Then on the back panel of the bag, you'll see you've got 2 strips of air mesh here as well. That's going to give you a little bit of ventilation on the back, stop your back from getting sweaty, and add a little bit more comfort for you. At the top here, you'll see a little bit of the original Muir tartan that we used on version 1. Now, this tartan we had custom made by the biggest tartan manufacturer in Scotland. And it's actually John Muir's family tartan. So we took his standard design, We adjusted the colors to fit with the Trakke and the Carryology aesthetic, and we had it custom woven all the way back in 2022 for Muir V1. We only had a tiny amount of this tartan left, but we've made sure that every single bag in this drop has got a little bit right here. And because we've cut it from a larger pattern, each of these little bits is going to be a little bit different and give your bag a completely unique look. You'll also see on the back here that we've got an external access laptop sleeve. Inside this sleeve, we've got padding on both sides and a false bottom to make sure that your laptop's completely protected all the way around. This is big enough to fit a 16-inch MacBook. I'm sure other computers will fit as well, but we size everything based on Apple products because there's a bit less size variation. So do check the measurements to make sure that your laptop will fit. As we move around to the sides, we've got our water bottle pockets. Now, the idea for these water bottle pockets started on Muir 1. What we wanted to do was to create water bottle pockets that would lay flat when they're not in use so that you barely see them. But when you're using them, they expand to give you plenty of room for whatever kind of water bottle you want to carry. Now, on the Muir 1, it was a great success, but it had a little bit of a tendency to make the bag look a bit fat at the bottom. So on this bag, we've introduced a new version. Now, this version is a little bit cleaner. It's got a slightly more minimal aesthetic, but it still has the expansion that you know and love from Muir 1. You can see here that the side of the pocket is actually caught by the bottom of the shoulder strap. So the weight of the bag will naturally pull the pocket closed when they're empty, or when they're full, the weight of the bag will actually hold the bottle in place. It's got a little bit of elastic in there as well to keep your bottle safe. And it'll fit actually a 1 litre Nalgene bottle. So that's a pretty wide bottle. So it's a really neat little system and it works really great on this pack. As we move on to the front, the first thing you'll notice is the quick access pocket right here. Now this pocket has got expansion on the interior of the pack. So instead of spreading outwards and creating a big bulge in the pack, there's a little bit of give on the inside of this pocket. And there's plenty of space to chuck things that you just want to grab while you're on the go. Great for keeping a wet waterproof jacket or small items, magazines, books that you want to keep really quick and easy to grab. Now we're going to move on to my favorite pocket on this bag, which is the quick access top pocket. We put this pocket right up here above the crush zone, so it's really easy to access and really easy to see what's inside, even if the bag is down on the ground while you're loading. And in here, we've got a bit of organization. So you've got 2 mesh pockets that are great for stashing small items like cables, chargers, daily medicine, things like that. You've got a key clip, so your keys are exactly where you left them when you arrive back at home. And then you've got a zip pocket here. Now this zip pocket doesn't run all the way to the very bottom of the pocket. The bottom of the pocket is about here, but the zip pocket in the front ends about here, maybe a couple of inches higher. That's just to kind of stagger the loading space inside so that you don't get too much bulk all in one place. So this pocket's great for a phone, a passport. It gives you an extra little layer of security on the inside of the quick access just to make sure that those things are nice and secure. When I pack this out, there's plenty of room in here for like a notebook, a Kindle. I keep my camera in here as well as all sorts of other items. So there's a good amount of space that you can stash stuff in there. And because of the X-Pack and the structure of the bag, even when the top's loaded, it doesn't really crush in and sag in the way that you would see on a lot of other bags. So before I move on to the inside of the pack, I should probably talk to you about the zip pullers. We've updated the zip pullers on this bag. We're using cord pullers. They're really nice and quiet. They're easy to grab and they've got a PVC sheath to make them really nice and grippy and durable. We've also added a different color of puller on the main zip pull. So that makes these really quick and easy to identify. These are orange, everything else is black. So the main zip has 4 pullers on it, and that gives you loads of different access options. You can grab the puller here at the bottom, and that will give you quick access into the base of your pack. You can do that on both sides. And then on the back, you can grab the orange pullers to just open the flap like a top loader and cram stuff down inside. Or the beauty of a U-zip is that these come all the way down and allow you almost clamshell-like access to the inside of the pack. So inside this pack, there is 25 litres of volume. The quick access pocket in the lid is going to give you an extra 2. So in total, this whole bag is 27 litres. That's a great size for travel. It's perfect for carry-on. It's also the perfect size to fit the Muir packing cubes. We'll talk about those in more detail later, but just to give you a sense of scale, let's take a look. So you can fit the large clamshell packing cube here, and the small fits on top. So this is perfect for keeping everything that you're going to take on your travels nicely organized when you're on the go. As we take a look through the rest of the bag, the first thing you'll probably notice is the Gigha sling here at the top. This bag is designed for 1.5 bag travel. So this is the idea. You've got a backpack on your back, traveling through the airport, and you've got a sling on to keep all of those small items easy to access and close at hand. The Gigha sling works perfectly for this. Now, when it's clipped into the bag, you can use it as an interior storage area, so you can add extra bits and bobs into the main compartment of your bag. But you can also clip it out, attach the shoulder strap, and then this works really well as a crossbody sling. It lies really nice and flat, great for traveling through airports or where security is a concern. You can wear it underneath a jacket. It's got 2 quick access pockets on the outside of the front, AquaGuard zipper with a cord zip pull. And then inside, it has a little bit of organization too. So there are 2 pockets inside just to keep those small bits organized. You can see at the base here that there's a bit of expansion, which means that even if you put bulky items in here, it will give at the top and the bottom. And on the back side, we've added a mesh pocket that's kind of reminiscent of those poacher pockets that you see on really classic heritage bags. This is great just to drop small things into, like your phone. Obviously, because it's close to your body, it's protected and tucked away and a little bit hidden. But because it's open, it's quick to grab things right when you need them. It might look simple, but the Gigha sling has become a firm favorite. I wear mine all the time. So with the gear out of the way, let's look at the rest of the interior. Now, the place that the Gigha attaches to right here is connected to the iPad sleeve. This is a padded sleeve on the inside of the bag. There's the perfect size to fit a 10.5-inch iPad in a case with a pen. All of that stuff fits right in here, nicely padded on the front and back to protect it from anything inside the bag or indeed from the laptop sleeve. In the wings here, you can see 2 mesh pockets that have zip closures. They're mesh so that you can quickly see what's in them. And these are great for stashing things like sunglasses that you want to keep up and out of the way from the crush zone down here at the bottom of the bag. Let's turn this bag around. You can also see on the inside of this panel, these are the pleats that provide expansion to the front quick access pocket. And at the top here, we've got the collab label that showcases some of the brands who got involved to help us make this bag a reality. So this is the standard edition Muir III. Now the backpack itself is about 1.3 kilos, and with the gear and the sternum strap attached, you're up at about 1.5 kilos. It's available in black and also this beautiful olive color like this. Both of these colors are awesome. Black is obviously a really safe option. Olive is a little bit softer, a little less businesslike, but I still think it just works with everything. So 2 really, really nice options. And you can see here on the back that little bit of tartan that I was talking about earlier. So take your pick of the standard edition. Now let's have a look at the special edition. Let's go. So we wanted to do something extra special for the special edition. And Dimension Polyant came up with the goods with UX10. Now this fabric is absolutely stunning. It is a UHM WPE fabric, so incredibly strong, but incredibly light. This is only 85 grams per square meter. It still has that X-ply that gives it great rigidity and strength, but it also is a little bit clear. So you can't see all the way through it. It's not completely transparent, but it has a little bit of show through, and we've had to play around with that by putting orange liner inside, so it's kind of visible inside and out. That means that you're not going to be able to see the contents of the bag, but you get this really nice show through effect. For the base, we used X42. We just wanted to make sure that the base was super, super durable. As nice as UX10 is, you're always making a sacrifice with an ultralight fabric in terms of durability. And so where it's going to get the most wear, we've used X42, a really burly, really strong X-pack. Feature-wise, you're in the same camp, but you'll notice that you've got clear pullers on this one. We've still done the orange and the black to differentiate from the main zip opening and the secondary openings. UX10 all the way down the straps. And let me show you inside. You've still got that bright pop of X-Pack orange on the interior, but of course you've also got the special edition Gigha. The same feature set as the standard edition, but much lighter, and you get a really, really nice show-through effect on this one in particular. The UX10 also has a really, really nice handle to it. You'll notice that it gets some sort of little white marks as it creases and folds through use. And for us, that's really reminiscent of the wax canvas products that we make day to day that develop really beautiful wear and character over time, giving each bag a unique story that is unique to you. I'll also point out that the special edition has its own special edition patch. This is a more minimal patch. It still has the contour map, but you'll notice that there are coordinates at the top and bottom of the patch. The coordinates at the top are John Muir's birthplace here in Scotland, and the coordinates at the bottom are the hang nest cabin that he built in Yosemite National Park. So we sent Taylor and Lawrence out there to check it out and make sure that the coordinates we put on the label are actually right in real life. Let's take a look at the packing cubes. Now, all of our Carryology collabs have included packing cubes in some form or another. When you're traveling, it's really, really important to stay organized, especially if you're traveling for a long time. When we did our very first Carryology collab way back in 2018, we did Dyneema packing cubes. For the Muir project in 2022, we did tartan packing cubes. And this time we're bringing out something really special with UX10 packing cubes. Now, what's really cool about these packing cubes is that even when they're closed, you're going to be able to see a little bit of what's inside. So they're going to be really easy to identify, especially if you've got multiple of them in a bigger bag. They come in a set of two, a smaller size and a larger size. This size is great for trousers, shirts, jumpers, all of those kind of big, heavy items, while the smaller one is great for multiple t-shirts, underwear, socks, that kind of thing. And the design of these packing cubes has a sort of 270-degree access zip. So you can open them part way, or you can open them all the way around and have a clamshell opening, so they're really easy to pack. Of course, both of the packing cubes fit really, really nicely in the Muir III Backpack, but they also work great for any kind of travel. They've got a grab handle at the top and the bottom, so you can grab them in and out of your bag really, really easily. So that is everything for the 2024 Trakke and Carryology Muir collaboration. We are really stoked about the Muir III Backpack. I think it's the best backpack that we've ever released. I'm really excited for you guys to get your hands on it. The special edition just looks nuts. I'm absolutely in love. And if you would like to know a little bit more about how we designed this bag and how we made some of the decisions that went into this bag, do check out our chat with Taylor, where you can find out much more about how these collabs work. Now we just have to wait with bated breath until drop day. I hope when you get your hands on these bags, you love them as much as I do.